Hey YouTubers, made another video, a short one. Ever wondered when you're looking at pictures of our globe or at a map of our globe, where does all that water come from? It's as if it's just one big ocean of water. I mean, the biggest surface of the earth is covered with water. So, how much is there? With all that water, you might even believe in things like the Great Flood, as depicted in the Bible. Many of you know I would have problems with that, but there is so much water. And the question that came up to me not so long ago was, is there really that much water? How could I visualize to people how much water there actually is? So I thought, let's make it on scale, but yeah, make a globe. Let's take a ball and put water on top of it, which then of course doesn't fall off somehow. Not a joke. Let's do that, I thought. But then I need to have, of course, some figures, and so I looked into the details and I found that the volume of the Earth is tremendous in cubic kilometers, and I also found the value, which is pretty recently done, of the volume of all the oceans, all the water in all the oceans and in our seas, etc. And as you can see, the ratio is a thousandth approximately. So I thought, well, we call the Earth the blue marble, so why don't I take a marble and put some water on it? Now I found a marble. It has a nice exact diameter of 3 centimeters, and anyone who played with marbles as a child knows they have certain standard sizes, and the 3 centimeters is the big one, let's say. So that means 30 millimeters in diameter, and therefore you can calculate its volume, which is 14,000 cubic millimeters. And if we now take the ratio, we find that the amount of water I need is 17.3 cubic millimeters. So I actually managed to put a drop of water on top of a marble, and the drop had a size of 4 by 5 by 1 millimeter, so that is actually 20 cubic millimeters. So I actually put more water on top of the marble on scale, and don't forget that we're talking about scale, than the actual amount of water we have in the world. And that's what it looks like. If I would take all the water of the world and put it on top of the globe, and I managed to keep it as a bulge together, I would get this. This is all the water of the world in one drop on scale. And the bulge would be 425 kilometers high. Some people always have a problem with size of the Earth, but this bulge, which is actually more than a millimeter, but let's say for the sake of argument it's 1 millimeter high, then that would represent 425 kilometers. And that would be the height at which the International Space Station circumvents the Earth. So, isn't it amazing that actually there is so little water on our Earth? And if we would put it all together, it would cover the size of the North Pole, a bit more, and it would be 425 kilometers high. And that is all the water of the world in one drop. So, as I said, once you look on the scale model, it suddenly doesn't seem that much water anymore. And at this scale of this marble, the highest mountain or the deepest trench in the world would be a tenth or even less than the thickness of a hair. I find it amazing to come up with the thought and being able to do an experiment and show you all the water of the oceans in one drop. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and feel free to sub.